All right, everyone, welcome. Thank you very much for joining me. Let me know if Hub Cybersecurity is making SPACs popular again, because it seems it is. A lot of people are very interested in special purpose acquisition companies. If you don't know what SPACs are, they're not really a company. They don't have a product. They don't have a revenue. They're just a company on paper. Their sole purpose is to raise money and then bring another private company to the market. It's one of the ways you go public. You can go public through an IPO, you can go public through a SPAC, you can go public through a direct listing, right? So that's one of the ways. In this video, I'm going to show you companies that are involved in going public with a SPAC. And some of these, I guarantee you'll want to know, all right? I'm going to show them to you. I think you will want to know. That way, when they do, if the pop that I think will happen, that you can at least say, hey, at least I knew about it or heard something about it, right? I'm not telling you to buy any of these because you should not buy according to my videos. The first one is obviously not something I would buy, but I have to mention this because someone asked me. SMX stock, it has fallen for the third straight session. SMX, what is this company? Look, I'm not an expert in the security and identifying and using blockchain to keep track of inventory and products, but this is basically a company that has this technology where they can put a chemical-based barcode that is not visible on right away from the very first product commodity, let's say iron ore, as they show in their video. So they can, at the point of where the miners are mining iron ore, that very moment they can put that chemical-based barcode that's not visible on the iron ore, and throughout its whole process and lifetime of where it goes, and how it's used, if they use it to make an engine or something, and then throughout even 25 years later, they can identify that engine, where it was made from, and all that. It's pretty cool. If you go to their website, you can learn a lot about it, but the company has no revenue. So that's that. Nothing I would want to invest in because I would need to see a lot more out of this. But that's that. If you're interested, SMX already trading, but it has fallen a lot, as you can see. Obviously, SPACs are at $10, and then once the companies that they bring go public, either way it can go, depending on the investor appetite. But this one's is at $1.53 right now. The next one is Hub Cybersecurity. We already talked about Hub Cybersecurity before. I've done already 2 videos. Just want to mention that right now it's at $2.68. Today is a Friday. That's basically it. It's a Friday. You had to expect that it can't go up on a rally every single day. There had to be some type of profit taking. And in my opinion, next week again, the rise will start. The same thing has happened to many other stocks that behave the same way as Hub Cybersecurity is, and so that's that. Let's move on real quick to some other things that are more important I want to show you because they're new. SPAC World Wide Web, to see, as you can see here, SPAC World Wide Web to merge with professional service provider Ares Technologies. Ares is a global professional service and consulting partner with a deep pool of talented employees specializing in technology services, business process management, digital transformation initiatives that are specifically tailored to meet the unique needs of their top management and leadership teams and so on. All right, so that's that. That's the company. Look at how the SPAC has been behaving for the past 1 year. Now, it says that they plan to merge with the professional service and business consulting company, right? Ares Technologies. There's no date officially yet when that will occur, but I think that at some point as we get near the merger, this will pop and go minimum $11. I do expect that, so that's that. Something that actually is more important, I think everyone should know about this, and I'm not saying buy, but everyone should know about this, in my opinion, is Horizon Space Acquisition Corp. Ticker symbol HSPO. Extremely important, in my opinion. Personally speaking, for me, I already put it on my watch list. This SPAC is very interesting. It has not found a target yet, all right? So they haven't found a company that they want to bring public. But if you look at their SEC filing, so here's a screenshot of their SEC filing. I know the writing is very small, but I'm just going to show you that in this arrow, in the SEC filing, it points to that they're going public with 6 million shares, right? Very interesting. That's tiny. One. Two, the underwriter that brought Horizon Space Acquisition Corp to the market, right? They brought the SPAC, right? The Special Purpose Acquisition, is Network One Financial. And you're going to say, who cares? It's an underwriter and they just brought a SPAC. We still don't even know what the target is of that SPAC and what private company they're going to bring. I get it, but how can you avoid it? How can you avoid the fact that Network One Financial is the underwriter in this whole thing? Because Network One Financial, if you've been trading IPOs, and if you're not new, if you are or you are new, just know that Network One Financial is the underwriter that brought some of the greatest popping IPOs ever in history. I mean, they would bring, like, let's say an IPO at $4 and it would pop up to $1,000, let's say, within 10 days. So this is something that's interesting, and it's obviously Network One Financial has been, ever since those big pops that their IPOs were doing, has gotten under the scrutiny of the SEC and NASDAQ and so on. And ever since then, I haven't seen the Network One Financial IPO go public. One, and I did say in late 2022 in one of my videos that they're going to be in trouble. Sort of, we're not going to see any IPOs out of Network One Financial. But don't be surprised if Network One Financial tries to find a way around that through SPACs, through special purpose acquisition companies. And I think that, just because this is the underwriter, I cannot avoid, I cannot ignore this, and I definitely need to keep HSPO on my watch list. And at some point, I think that I will, add it and buy shares in this and just let it go and see what happens, what company they're going to bring, and so on. Either way, I think it's going to pop. So because of Network One Financial, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but I just want to mention that. Now, some things that are coming up on Monday. This is very important. On March 20th, Monday, 11 a.m. New York Eastern Time, we're going to have a merger vote, right? And it's ticker symbol JMAC, which is the ticker symbol of the SPAC. And there's going to be a merger vote for bringing Apollomics to become a publicly traded company, right? It's already gone to $11.82 as I'm doing the video, right? Before the merger. Usually that happens. Before the merger vote, the SPAC goes up. Usually, not always. This one is already going up. It's at $11.82. Apollomics is a pharmaceutical company. Some of the latest news regarding this company is that they got an FDA orphan drug status for lung cancer subtype. That was back on November 15, 2022. I get it told, but that's the news we have. All right. So, to relate it to with Apollomics and what they might have in Australia. So that's on March 20th. If anyone's interested, there are people who chase these merger votes and they figured out how to trade them. It's not always 100% knowing what to do, but that's that. It's at 1182. All right, the other one is on March 23. All right, so on March 23rd, 10 a.m. In the morning, New York Eastern Time, ticker symbol DHHC, which is the SPAC. And there's going to be a merger vote for them to bring Great Southern Homes and as a publicly traded company. Right now, as I'm doing the video, DHHC is trading at $10.31. This is the 1-year chart of the SPAC. So Great Southern Homes Corporation is a leading, everybody says they're a leader, so just forget that word. Great Southern Homes Corporation is a private home builder in the Southeast to become a public company through a business combination with Diamond Head Holdings Corp under the name United Homes Group Incorporated. So if the merger vote goes through and everything's fine, eventually the DHHC becomes UHG. That will be the ticker symbol. It has 20-year plus operating history. So this is not, the Great Southern Homes is not some new company. And if you want to know more about the company and the financials, obviously you would go to the SPACS website and the investor presentation is there. You can click on it and watch, read the whole investor presentation, learn about the company, who it is, what it does, and the financials. I'm not going to go through that in this video because if I did that for all these SPACs I'm talking about, it would take forever. Now, another one on Monday, March 20th again, 10 a.m. is ticker symbol INKA. That's a SPAC. And that one is going to have a merger vote with a company called Near. And Near is a startup. It's a technology startup. It has 1.6 billion user IDs, anonymized user IDs. And it's going to list on NASDAQ via SPAC. at a $1 billion market cap, right? And they raised $100 million through the SPAC. All right, so big one. I think this is a really big one. It's at $10.94 as I'm doing the video. I think that this one is going to be something that people might want to look out for as we get closer on Monday with the merger vote. And I don't know. I think that this is something to look at. This is my opinion. So that's some SPACs that you might want to look at. All this information that I just gave you, it involves SPACs and then merger votes all the way up until March 23. There's plenty more information, plenty more things going on after March 23rd. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and then later next week I can come up with another one and give you even further later of other things going on in the whole SPAC world. Thank you very much and take care.
Are you looking for a Discord platform that offers a first-class trading community? That's what you can expect when you join Bull Market Watch. Trading can be challenging for some people, but we're here to simplify the process for you. We have a very powerful track record. Our Discord deals with day trades, swing trades, and long-term trades. Hundreds of traders operate through our Discord, where we come up with stocks to trade for profits on the NASDAQ and NYSE. With a low monthly subscription of $9.90, you will have full access to our Discord, where you can interact with other traders and get all the latest news when it comes to trading as well. It's a community that is extremely supportive of one another and always willing to help each other out. Become a member of Bull Market Watch today and be on your way to a better financial situation.